Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Midday Update. I'm in a different time zone this week, so I will try to release videos as much as I can. I'm traveling, so bear with me. So let's start with the Nasdaq. You can see Nasdaq came, if I zoom out a bit, you can see on Friday, last Friday, we were in the sell zone and came down to buy zone. All right. So if you had this indicator, you could have easily took profits on Monday and then ready to buy again around this level here this morning. Same thing with S&P 500 came to the buy zone. This is Dow Jones, same thing touching the buy zone, and even Russell came to touching the buy zone. All right. Even Bitcoin, you can see here, pump from here from buy zone to the sell zone, 2.5% from sell zone back to the buy zone, 3%. All right. And I shared these levels with my subscribers, and they were ready and they did the right trade. So if you want to know more about this indicator, I post these levels and the stocks I buy. You can see it's green here. I post it and I share levels of all my stocks with my subscribers. And if you're interested, you can join, click the join button and join the list. All right. So let's go to daily chart and let's start with maybe Bitcoin. This is the live market right now on Bitcoin. You can see it's finding support on this green line, which is 10 moving average. But you can see we were making new highs. RSI has lower highs, PPO had lower high. So there's divergence. Okay, Bitcoin is going higher on lower momentum. You can see RSI is going lower. All right. PPO has no divergence, but you can see green line is crossing red line. All right, the crossover happened here. We got a red dot, so it's possible Bitcoin is going more lower. And to be honest, you need to buy Bitcoin here. You don't want to buy Bitcoin here, right? You should be looking to exit as soon as possible, if not already done. One of the reasons is this gap here around 77k. This is pre-election, after elections gap up and kept going higher. This gap will be filled at some point, and also all these green lines. Most of these gaps will be filled. I just don't know when. So you don't buy things at all-time highs, okay? You buy things at the bottom, like crude oil, right? This is where you want to be buying. You can see it's at 52 weeks low almost. So these are stocks you need to find and try to grab opportunity. Things like Nasdaq, S&P 500 at all-time high. Why would you be buying here right now? All right. Okay, so let's go to now other analysis on SPX. Cycle chart is not working here. You can see it's against the seasonality. Before Thanksgiving to New Year, it's really bullish. So it's like not working out really as it should. But you can see we're getting a slight decline now today. Not much, but we still have until 11th of December. So by until this Friday, we could get a couple of days of decline. There are some gaps here. First gap is around 6,351. Second gap is around 6,007. So they could try to fill a couple of these gaps, and then this another cycle comes from 10th of December into the new year. So we'll see. We might get another bounce after this declining phase. All right. On Nasdaq, there was a gap which I deleted it. It got filled. If I go to 1 hour chart, I can show you. You can see this gap up happened on I think the Friday. They came back to fill that gap. Okay, so that had to happen. So you can see mostly gaps do get filled. There's all these green lines are the gaps to fill. So I will not be buying tech stocks here. I'll wait for gaps to fill. All right, and then have some cash on the sideline. This is Dow Jones. This is ETF. Gap here around 443, and then IWM also had a gap which is filled, which is not showing here because I already closed this gap. Next gap is all the way down to 231. All right. So let's see how far this market can go. Crude oil, like I said, still struggling to close above this 50 EMA SMA. Whenever that close, there's a gap around 75. That will 100% close. It's just a matter of time. So if it started a bounce, then 10% possible, okay, on crude oil. Same thing on crude oil stocks. One of my favorites, CNQ. All these yellow lines are gaps to fill, so you can see it has a lot of potential to go high. XLE also, you can see getting a 9 counts buy signal on Friday now, moving on, okay. So let's see how far it can go. Let's keep moving to other stocks. Let's see what else is interesting here. Natural gas, getting an 8 counts buy signal yesterday and now going higher. There's a gap around 3.3, there's a gap around 2.7. It's right now in the middle. Gold is struggling to close above this red line, which is 50 SMA. Let's see if it can bounce from here. If it can break above that, break this previous high to 2723, then it's going to be new high. Else if it break down below previous low 2540, then it's coming lower to like around 2400 level. All right. Silver is looking good, but getting a 7 count sell signal. Copper is also trying its best to close above. It's a big test right now for copper in front of 200 EMA and red line. Sugar just keep flagging, I think, just going nowhere. So not interesting. Wheat. Again, wheat, I need wheat to go above all moving averages. So looking for around 564 close to be bullish. Again, corn, nice move. Corn is above all moving average. So looks like it's a new change in trend in pro corn. So it's looking very good here as per the chart. Dollar finding resistance in front of this previous red line. So let's see if dollar can find resistance, then gold and Bitcoin will go higher. If dollar pumps, then opposite will happen. All right. In terms of stocks, Apple new high, new all-time high, very overbought, not interested here. But you can see divergence on RSI, maybe slight divergence. All these tech stocks were like near all-time highs, guys. So I don't know why would you be still holding. There's nothing interesting for these for me. Like just keeps going higher. Very risky for me. All these tech stocks. I'll be looking to buy some of the what you call it, safe stocks or not growth stock, like a cyclical stocks like oil mostly. So look for those. Okay, NVDA is down almost 3% today. There's some news about some probe from China. So I truly think NVIDIA's true value is around here, around $100, 80 to $100. We'll see what that time comes. AVGO just cooling down. Tesla after a massive touching. Did it fill this gap? Let's see. Maybe it did. No, slightly missed it. There's a gap around 405.95. It could fill, and then you can see all these gaps. It will come back. We just don't know when. AMD breaking down, could be coming to 117. Let's see, it's not good for AMD holders. Qualcomm also coming to this other gap around 156. Intel also a couple of gaps here around 19, so it might be going there. Other than that, I think UNH broke down after his CEO was fatally short. You can see it went up straight line here. It could come down straight line down. Okay, 517, 512 could be a good area to buy. I think it can still go lower. It's still not very oversold yet. I don't see red background. Okay, so it could still go lower. All right, finding some support here around 200 EMA, but it could break 517, and this is also this pre-earnings gap around 447. So let's see. I think there's some good support here around 517 level. So let's see if it can hold there. Lilly also trying to make inverse head and shoulder, but just remember there are some gaps. So it could go as low as 754. TD Bank finally bouncing after bad earnings, but could be a dead cat bounce. One good thing on TD is we have divergence, new low, RSI making higher low, PPO making higher low. So, but we want to see PPO cross over. We want to see green line above red line. That will be good to buy this stock. Until then, you gotta be careful here. All right. And what else is there? A Dollarama. Not interested here. I don't see anything else too interesting. Let's see. Scanning through, I don't see anything else. So if you have any other stocks you want me to review, just mention in the comment here. Wix, there's a gap around 20.42, so Wix can really bounce and fill this gap, and SPX can go way lower than you can anticipate. All right, just keep that in mind. So there are all these gaps, green lines. So I'm just gonna wait patiently and see where this market goes. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you have anything else, let me know in the comment and hit the like button on your way out. I'll talk to you later. Bye.